When Bruce James chose the Hogs over 20 other major programs, Frank Broyles said this 6'3", 208-pound Moss Point, Mississippi star had a chance to be one of the best fullbacks in years. After all, Bruce was a bruising 20-carry-a-game fullback/linebacker in high school. These days, Coach Broyles will tell you that he was half right about Bruce. Bruce turned out to be one of the Hogs' best defensive ends ever. Mike Bichetti served as captain of that great Hog D in 1970.
Anytime you take good talent or outstanding talent that he had and you put hard work with it, with excellent coaching, that's what you end up with, outstanding player.
Junior defensive end Bruce James pressures the Raider quarterback into unloading the ball and intentionally...
Former University of Texas and NFL star Big Bob McKay said lining up against Bruce was one frustrating experience.
He's talking about, I held him. Hell, I couldn't get close enough to hold him. I had to go over and shake hands with him after the game so I could say I touched him.
Bruce James gets his second fumble recovery of the game.
For 3 seasons as a Hog, he was big play Bruce. He recorded 26 career sacks, batted down 6 passes, and recovered a whopping 9 fumbles as a Razorback. Mike Bichetti admitted that playing behind Bruce got to be boring at times.
The thing that really a little frustrated me a little bit about Bruce my senior year was being a linebacker. We were supposed to lead the team in tackles, but it seemed like every time I get to the ball carrier, he beat me there. It just wasn't fair.
Bruce made the Look America and Football Writers All-American teams in 1970. He was also voted Most Valuable Player in the All-American Bowl in 1971. Now let's jump ahead almost 30 years. KTV is starting a new sports show. Bruce is a last-minute fill-in and becomes an instant hit with fans of all ages.
They've been blocked, and I mean, listen, they owned us on the front 4.
Again, I will only say they did what they had to do to keep him out of the end zone, though. They did give up a ton of yardage.
I understand that, David, but I mean, I'm telling you right now, they were whipping us. I don't want us to get whipped at the line of scrimmage.
He was good on television, and the other, it reminded folks of how good of a player he was. And I think a lot of people had forgotten that. And you can tell, you can see when a person is intense, even on camera in a show. That's the kind of player he was. And I think that's the biggest compliment you can give Bruce, is that I can tell Bruce was a heck of a football player. He'd be the kind of guy I knew that if he was in front of me on the defensive line, I knew he would be given 110% and I could trust him.